What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Shawties Podcast with your host, Sinead, aka Shonyx, and my sisters, Shasha. I should have let you say your name.
It's okay. Shalom.
Yeah.
And today, guys, we're talking about juicy boy stories.
Yes, awkward juicy boy stories.
Yeah,
yes.
Very awkward.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. Exposing ourselves.
Yeah, basically. So who wants to start first?
Obviously, the thing is, Shalom has the juiciest one. We're going to be honest here, okay? It's just the funniest one to me, okay? That's why I want Shalom to start off. Because
Since I only have a little bit of stories, I'm going to start with me. Okay, so
Wait,
one
really?
time, one time I was at church and we were, it was like, I don't know, a kids event or something like that. And I was watching Shiloh because back then I was, was little baby students in a church,
Yeah.
So anyways, I forgot, it was kind of some kind of VBS or something. And a boy came up and he was like, hey, my friend kind of likes you. And not him, his friend. He said his friend kind of likes me.
Did he point out the friend?
No, he nodded my way, and he nodded like the direction, but I didn't really look at that direction because I didn't really care. And I was more cold than I should have been. I just
Wait, what do you mean? What did you do?
I just stared at him. I didn't even say anything.
Well, here's the thing. That boy should have came up to you instead of the friend. And so it's like, of course you would stare.
Why would the friend be like, yo, my friend? He doesn't even point out the friend. Because was there a group of guys or just one friend?
No, just one. And he walked up to me. That took a lot of courage to walk up to me and say that.
No, what, the friend?
No, the friend.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because like his friend liked you.
But you know what? Plot twist. What if he liked me?
Hot twist.
Plot twist.
I didn't think about that till now. But anyways, I was cold and he just walked off.
Dang.
I don't think you were cold. I just think that you expected, like, are you going to walk up to me or anything like that?
No, I didn't look confused. I just stared at him.
She didn't look confused. Give the face that you gave to
like
him.
this.
No, but show the face to the camera.
I knocked over a plant like this. Well, you guys can't see me if you're listening to audio, but
it's very stoic. It is so. Oh my goodness! That's an all business face. That's like
because I think at that point I was kind of annoyed because it was super loud downstairs and too much going on. I like being by myself, so I think that was the reason why. Maybe. So.
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
That is I have a story too, and this is a little bit more dramatic than that one. So a couple years back, I really liked this guy, and I guess he really liked me too. And we would exchange glances every now and then, like across the room, and then he would glance at, then we would kind of wave, and he would kind of wave as well. One time when I was in the elevator, as the elevator was going to close, he would wave at me until the elevator closed. Then I would just like wave back and stuff like that. It was just like little moments like that.
Okay.
And like one time during this church event, as you know, he was like kind of like the praise leader.
Yeah, he was singing up in the praise, like he was leading out the praise and worship. He was singing and everything like that.
I still remember the song even to this day.
Yeah.
Does everyone know like Fred Hammond? What's that song?
We're blessed in the spirit.
Yeah,
We're blessed in the
in the field.
Yeah, so there's this part in the song where it goes, and around. Yeah, so he grabbed me into like a little dance and like turned me around in front of everybody.
I saw everybody's faces. You see this, like, this family, like, I think they're pretty well known in the church, basically. And so when he took Shalom and like spun her around, I saw the faces of all the girls around them. They were like, wait, what?
Exactly.
What?
And that
was a little confused, like, huh?
Well, yeah, it definitely made my day. So basically, I was in my head. I was like head in the clouds. And basically, I just thought about that like all weekend.
Oh, that's not embarrassing. That's sweet.
No, it is sweet. And it's sweet. And so like at one point, I think after the event, we traveled, I think to Texas for a little bit because we had an event.
Okay.
And,
yeah.
Yeah. And then like he would like some old pictures. I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see him. Maybe that, maybe this is a chance for him to like, ask me out or like, something more.
Right. Of course. That's what you would expect after something like that.
Exactly. And so after a couple weeks after we got back from Texas, basically when I got back, it wasn't as if he wasn't acknowledging me. It's like I tried.
He was ignoring you.
Well, yeah, basically.
Dang.
Whoa.
Basically. And then like after a couple weeks in church, I was like, this doesn't feel right. He's not acknowledging me at all. Like basically ignoring me. And it's like, oh, maybe it's just the game. Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe like that.
Maybe it's just the game.
Yeah. Okay. And then I saw him with this girl and I was like, oh.
With another girl.
Well, basically they were sitting like in the pews and I was like, that's she's new. I've never seen her before. And so basically I would see them like sit together, talk together. And it's like, now is this a friend? Is this maybe a cousin?
Oh no.
And so I was like,
you thought it was his cousin. That's you got down bad if you're really thinking that, I
was down bad too. I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm going to, walk by them a couple times. They went outside and I was like, maybe I should walk by him, just to remind him, I exist. So I would do certain things like that.
Oh my goodness.
No, and basically, and I would do certain create kooky things. Like if he was on the balcony, I would go on the balcony. If he was on the ground, I would go on. Like that's how bad I was. And basically one time we were at this outlet mall, and then I was
an outlet mall, like the ones that are outside. Like,
those type of malls. And so one day we were with the whole family, right?
Yeah, it was all of us.
And we were walking back to the car, and then I see these two people walking next to us. I didn't think much of it until I got closer, and for some reason I saw how this guy was like covering his head with his hand. And so he was walking by, and the girl wasn't even paying attention to me or the family because she was on her phone. And so when I glanced up, I was shocked to see that it was actually the guy that I liked.
Oh my goodness.
And what's his name?
What, I'm going to yell. That's a little bit dramatic, okay? So basically, as he was walking by, I stared at him, like as he was walking by, I turned around and I stared at him, he stared at me, and then basically, I kind of lost it, and so I kind of ran away. I kind of gasped and ran away towards the car, and then my parents...
Did you hide behind Mom? Didn't you try to hide behind her?
No, I ran, like, past you guys. And then
I remember this.
My parents were like, wait, what's wrong? Out loud. And I was like, and I couldn't answer them because I was just in my moment. You know, that was my Hollywood dramatic moment.
He just saw you run off. Like you made eye contact with him and you just ran, you gasped, first of all. Because it would have been one
and my mouth was wide open too.
So you were just like, and then you just ran off.
Look, I was in my moment, okay? I was in my moment. Oh, and I forgot to mention, prior to that, we were actually at Beyonce's concert, and I was like checking his Instagram, being like, okay, where is this guy? Why isn't he not liking my photos anymore? Like, what's going on? And I saw
he used to like your photos too,
my old photos too.
Okay,
yeah. And so I saw on his Instagram how he was taking this other girl out on dates and everything. Now, granted, he didn't like. We weren't dating or anything, and we weren't doing there was nothing. Like he didn't owe me anything, and so
I danced with you, right?
Yeah, that one time. So you know, it was just more of me that I expected more.
Nah, he was playing you. He was playing
with your emotions. That's the thing, because
no way, like in your old photos,
dancing with you, and he was covering his face like he did something wrong.
I know.
Like, he was because why?
He was guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, yeah, I mean,
this is a sad story.
It's funny too.
It's pretty embarrassing because I could have kept it cool and just like walk off, like, you know, kind of glance and be like, okay,
yeah, you
fine, whatever.
I just don't understand why you didn't just keep it cool. Just look at him and be like, yeah, you know, I'm better off without you anyway. Like, why would you gasp in his face?
Okay, because
run.
Okay. It's not my character to act cool and not off. I'm a little bit more dramatic. What about you, Sinead?
Oh man, awkward stories with me. You see, I don't have anything as dramatic as that. I have like little awkward moments. Like, okay, so you guys know there was a guy that I liked a long time ago, early teenage years, whatever. Right? I just remember. You know how you said it's not in your nature to be cool. I think for me, it's more like I'll try to be cool.
Wait, what do you mean try to be cool?
Okay, well, like, I think I'm cool. And then I'm like, yeah, I did this right. Okay, so for example, and I didn't realize this till years later, okay? But at this moment, we were doing some kind of hiking thing activity. We were in some kind of like Girl Scout, Boy Scout kind of thing. Pathfinders, that's what it was called. But basically, we were doing some hiking thing, and basically, I caught up to him, right? And he was like, oh, hey, what's up? He holds out his hand, right? So he holds out his hand, and I slap it hard. What? So just like, hold out your hand. This is how I did it. I just went.
Why?
So I was like, oh, it's like a lower high five or something. And he looked at my hand, at his hand, so confused. He was like, okay.
He wanted to hold your hand.
No,
he wanted to dap her.
Well, I think it's that he wanted, like, you know how you dap up, like that kind of thing, where you just go like, oh, hey, what's up, like that kind of thing, like this. Like no, his hand was like this, so it was like, no, put your hand like that. Like, you know, like this. You know, like, what's up?
Yeah.
That's what I think he was trying to do. But I don't think I was supposed to just smack it as hard as I can. Like what?
That is the most funniest thing ever.
I don't know why. I don't know. But the thing is, at the moment, I was like, yeah, I did that.
That is funny.
And not until I'm not even kidding, not until maybe last year, I was like, wait a minute. Was I supposed to do something else?
That is so funny.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And what's funnier is because I literally thought that he just wanted to hold your hand. Because he just,
I was like, the sweetest moment ever.
And she slaps it.
I don't even know, but I just slapped it so hard.
No, but imagine if it was like the opposite sex. Like you, like a girl like wanting to hold a guy's hand.
That would be obvious. I don't think a girl's gonna be like, yo, dap me up.
No, but what if imagine if the guy just slapped it.
Oh, I know. That would actually be like, I'd probably cry if I held up my hand and be like, just slap it.
Probably wouldn't cry.
Ow. Shasha. All right, I feel like I'm going to tell the time where I was kind of rejected by 2 guys at once.
What?
Yeah, so basically, was it this year? Yeah, this year, me and Sinead were on this online dating thing.
Oh,
so basically,
it was dating.
Yeah, it was a speed dating, and it was basically.
Wait, what do you mean 2 guys at once? I got rejected by like 30 anyways. So like,
okay, no, but
go off.
no.
Wait. The speed dating. What is this?
Okay, so basically there was an app that was created like for speed dating, 1 minute speed dating, where you just talk for 60 seconds. And let me tell you, 60 seconds is not enough to even. You could barely say your name.
Barely. It's like basically 15 seconds. You have to
and
talk.
most of the conversation is, wow, that's a pretty name. Or like, how do you pronounce it? Because who's going to pronounce Sinead right?
Exactly.
It was like, they're like, oh, doesn't that mean peace? At least yours, like, they knew what Shalom meant. They were like, Sinead?
There's celebrities. Sinead O'Connor.
They don't know Sinead O'Connor.
Okay, so basically, and at one point, if both of you matched up,
then you
guys
can chat later.
Yeah, you could chat later. So basically, at the end of the night, I was talking to everybody. I was talking to old, like completely.
Oh yeah, because the problem is that the age range wasn't like
it was ridiculous,
set in stone. So we got a couple of like maybe 60-year-olds from Africa or something like that.
I remember this one guy. He was like really like grumpy, and he just like hello, and I was like hi, and I was like how are you doing? And he's like good.
You're probably as old as his daughter.
I remember being like, you're so pretty. I just like that kind of thing. I was like, whoa, and it was like old man. I was like, I don't want. And the thing is, there was no hang up button. So I didn't know. I was like,
there was no hang up button.
No hang up button. You just gotta wait for the 60 seconds to be out. But it is like, I can't wait to get to know you more. And I was like, oh my goodness.
I think I know who you're talking about because I feel like it's the same person.
Wait. So tell me about this story. You got rejected twice.
Yeah, okay, rejecting twice. Okay, basically at the end of the night, the next day, I actually a couple hours later, 2 guys matched me, and they kind of messaged me saying like, hey, I want to get to know you.
Wait.
And
oh yeah, I can take it.
Yeah, they kind of wanted to get to know me, and I was like, yeah, I definitely want to know you too. And so I talked to one guy. And basically, the conversation was like hours apart. Like, I was trying to play the game. You know how you're just saying, like, okay, like, I'm going to try to text hours away from, the initially text. Well, I guess I waited too long because I answered like 8 hours later. And basically, he didn't answer back. And I was like, oh, well, forget that one. And that was the one that I really liked. And then the other one, I was like, okay. So I was kind of talking to him more. I basically told him about myself and stuff like that. And then I kind of got a little weird.
What do you mean?
So, it was like basic conversations, one worded one, like, yeah, I do this, I do that. And then it was weird. I think we were talking about camp, right? And then I told the story when we went to camp back in 2014.
Yeah.
And so I did this long rant. And it was basically out of character between my other text that I did.
You did a long rant?
Of camp. Yes, it was super long.
And it was like a bad rant about how you hated it or like...
Yeah. And it almost sounded slightly kiddish by the way I was texting it. And then I think he got so turned off. He was like, oh, okay. Like it was basically like, okay, bye. And he never answered back. And I was like, okay, forget it. This is not for me.
Oh, what? My goodness.
Did he think it was like spammy? Like,
no. Because like the other conversation.
Really hates camp.
No, because like the prior to the conversation, I was talking, kind of normal, one worded text,
Yeah, like short sentences, like small.
But that one, I was going off.
He was like, I triggered her.
Oh my goodness. Well, at least you got 2 guys to message you back. I didn't get no messages after meeting. Like how many people? Like how many people did? I think it's 30 or more.
Right.
I feel like that was most people that went there, though. I mean, Shane, you think that all of them got messaged back?
Maybe not. I don't know. But all I know is that I got nobody to message me back.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I didn't message anybody anyways, but I'm just saying, like, nobody messaged me.
It's their loss. They don't know what they lost, okay?
Well, to be honest, do you really want to date someone completely on, like, a stranger from online?
I don't know. Honestly, because that we have a friend that actually met someone online. They're getting married, and it turns out, like, they actually have the same background and everything. They met online.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like, online relationships could work out depending on the person.
I feel like speed dating, though. Speed dating,
I don't know about speed dating because literally, I'm telling you, most of those conversations will be like, so what's your name? How do you pronounce your name? Sinead. Sinead? Sneeze? Sinead. No, like, honestly, like, what?
At least you were the topic.
Either that was like, how was your day? I'm good. Nice. You like Marvel movies? Yeah. But what? I'm sorry. It was
you can't get married over a speed dating guy.
I don't know. Maybe it was me failing with the conversation. Maybe it was the other side. I don't know. All I'm saying is that I kept my energy up as much as I could, but by the end of it, I was like, no.
Yeah. This is why I don't think I could deal with like things like Tinder or anything like that.
Yeah, that's a whole other beast out there.
Yeah. I mean, like, I like when people like say that, they met through Twitter, because I don't know. I feel like that's even a little bit more.
You can't see it. Yeah, but sometimes people don't post their faces on Twitter, so I don't understand that.
No, they post their family sometimes. Like, and themselves. I feel like it's a little bit more personal than Instagram, because Instagram, it's like a whole persona that you're just like.
I guess. But people on Twitter have a persona too, though. I don't know. Maybe it is more honest. I just never really heard of a Twitter relationship where.
Are you kidding? I hear so much.
I see people meet through Twitter. I do see that.
Yeah, so much. I have another embarrassing story.
Why do you have an embarrassing story?
I just think about it. You guys just like to block it off.
Well, I just have like smaller ones, like awkward conversations. Like I remember this one conversation, and I'll let you tell your story. I just remember.
Wait, tell us.
Yeah, I want to hear yours.
I just remember one time. This is the same guy. I remember one time he came to me. He was like, "Hey, what's up?" We had this regular small talk conversation. It was going so well, and then it got quiet for a second, and I didn't know what to do. But, as a young teenager, I'm like, okay, when in doubt, ask what your favorite thing is. So I was like, what's your favorite movie genre? He looked at me like, what are you doing?
So instead of being a normal person who gradually gets up to like first saying when like during your free time on movies or, you just burst out.
I just burst out with, what's your favorite? No, and there was a long pause of silence before that. So, and then it was like, what's your favorite movie genre? And he was like, he answered. I can't even remember what his answer was, but then after that, he's like, I got someone I got to talk to. So I'm like, I got to go. And I was like, bye.
But I can tell that same guy really liked you. Because remember the time when we were all in a prayer circle, right? At the end of our Sabbath school.
Yeah.
And then I had to do something.
You were right, like here. You were beside me.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I was
beside me.
Yeah, I was beside you, and you and him were holding hands, and we're about to bow our heads. And I had to move something. I don't know what I had to move, but then I went between you and him as you guys were holding hands. Yes, I went in between you guys. And then he was like, what is this? And then he just moved aside and went to hold your hand on the other side, because no one's holding your hand on the other side.
I remember that day because I was just like, oh, wow, we're holding hands, whatever, that kind of thing. I was like, but I only remember the part where he held my hands on this side. I didn't even know that you had come between us on the other side.
Yeah, because I didn't want to hold no stranger's hand.
Can you guys simplify the story? I'm like, what is going on?
Okay, we were going to do a whole prayer circle kind of thing. Shalom was standing right next to me on my left. She left to do something, and he took the opportunity to hold my hand on my left side. But then Shalom came back, stepped right in between us, and then held my hand instead. And he was like, what? In his head, I guess. And then he went around and just held my hand on the other side. But I didn't really realize that at the moment. I just thought that.
And by the way, you guys, for those who don't know, we had these prayer circles where everyone would just hold their hands and just bow your heads. The
whole youth group.
That's so funny how you just charged them.
No, I was oblivious. I was totally, I'm very oblivious. And it was remember that time we were at this other church in Florida, right? And this guy and this girlfriend, they were sitting together, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know it at the time, but and then as we entered into another Sabbath school, I went to go sit in between them.
Why did you? How in the world?
I'm very oblivious. I don't know why.
Shalom, you're telling me you saw two people sitting together and you were like, I'm going to sit right in between them?
And then it wasn't until later I was like, oh, they're dating. When I saw them talking to each other.
Oh my goodness, Shalom. Why are you?
So funny.
Why do you do this to yourself?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's
they could have been brother and sister though.
No, they're really dating.
No, but if they were sitting next to each other, they could have been brother and sister.
But even brother and sister, wouldn't it be weird if someone came up to us and just sat right in between us? Like a sister?
I know, because
a sister. There's a free seat.
Was there a free seat, or did you just
It was crowded, and I was like, oh, empty space.
Yeah. I don't.
My goodness.
I don't think that's bad. It's that empty space.
No, well, they both stared at me like, what the?
Well, they shouldn't have been sitting apart.
Valid, but still.
It's still awkward. No, but I don't even think it was it an empty seat, or was it?
It was sort of empty, but I kind of was squeezing between them.
I keep on trying to defend you, bro.
She's really trying her best to defend you here, man. And you're just making it so worse. Oh my goodness.
That is so funny. Ow, my stomach hurts. The more you talk about it, the more
forget it, but still.
Little things.
No, but I've never heard this one before.
Me either. I've never heard this.
I think you know them. I think one of them went to the college out.
No, was it really them?
It was the girl, not the guy.
We're speaking in code.
No, but you know what she looks like.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's unsafe if they see you again, like...
It's on. No, she's graduated. She's long graduated.
Trying to ruin a romantic moment.
Have you guys ever done that? Like accidentally?
Accidentally, like, what, get in the way of someone else's relationship?
I don't even want to say that, but like,
Okay.
awfully.
Shalom, go running through holding hands.
I know. I don't want to say.
Between two couples. I don't know, Shalom. You seem like the opposite of matchmaker here.
It's not even on purpose, you guys.
The heartbreaker. Call her up and she'll break up your girl. No, just kidding. That was funny.
Oh, yeah. I remember when I was younger, we were at grandma's house and this pastor came and he was a pretty young man. And I was very curious about him. I don't know why. As he was about to leave, I asked him, are you married and do you have children? I asked that. And then our mom and dad, they were like, whoa.
What?
How old were you?
How old are you?
I was very young, but I wasn't even doing that and out of interest in him. I was very curious about this. I was like, hey, like, do you have children my age? Like, I was just asking that.
Oh, did you say that? Or did you say, do you have children?
No, I think I asked, are you married or do you have children? It was one of those questions, but it was very, very weird as a young person.
That is a very interesting question to ask. I just be hearing all these stories I never heard of.
That's funny. I thought wait, did you actually say, do you have any playmates?
No.
No, she said, do you have children? Are you married? Do you have children?
No, I think I asked, are you married? It was one of those. Because I was curious to see if he had kids my age. Because you know how you just like, when adults come over, they're, you always think like, hey, yeah, maybe they brought home their children so we can, hang out and stuff.
Okay, but like, that's just, I don't think that you worded it right.
No, I didn't. I was very young. I would say a lot of out-of-pocket stuff. Like,
why do you have so many stories?
One time we were at grandma and grandpa's house and we just finished watching this Christmas movie.
Okay.
And during the Christmas movie, the children were trapped in this cabin and they had to have Christmas in the cabin.
Okay.
And I was very distraught. And then as we were about to leave, I asked grandma and grandpa, mom and dad, they're all in there. And then they're about to leave. It's like, but mom, what if we crash our car and then we get stuck in the cabin? And then all the adults looked at each other and they laughed. And I was embarrassed and I just walked away.
Oh no.
That's sad and funny.
So why?
This didn't happen to me, but something embarrassing that happened at my school. Someone peed on someone.
I didn't expect you to bring that up.
It's more. I think of an embarrassing story.
It's more. Here's the thing. I reached into the subconscious of my mind and I embraced that memory.
Wait, but
I remember. Yeah, tell your story.
Yeah, so I was just sitting in class, and then the guy came in, and it was wet all over his shirt, guys. It was so sad. He was like, he peed on me. And then the guy, okay, first of all, now that I'm older, I'm like, how did the guy pee on him?
No, because you know how in those boys' bathrooms, there's like this open sink area.
He was soaked.
Shasha.
How did that happen?
You know how boys like to play? They like to like fool around, especially at that age. He probably was like,
that was so mean. Because he was like a hose. Just say a hose.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, he looked really guilty. And I don't know what happened to him, but I was like, oh, shoot. That was sad.
Okay, so you reached in your subconscious and you reached a memory of someone else's embarrassment.
Someone else's embarrassment.
Gotcha.
Wow, Shasha. Do you not get embarrassed?
I don't remember getting embarrassed. Oh, one time I walked on in someone. It was a church we used to go at. I walked in on someone going to the bathroom, but that wasn't embarrassing for me. I was more like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. But that was more embarrassing for that person.
Man, I feel like that you have like will of steel, like emotions of steel, where you don't get embarrassed easily. Because I feel like that I get embarrassed, but I just push it out of my mind. I'll never remember it again.
You see, how are you gonna tell jokes at the Thanksgiving, Christmas table? You pushed away all the funny memories.
First of all, you guys do it to yourself. You did not have to say, "What's my movie genre?"
Look.
You didn't have to run away.
You did not have to run away, man. That was.
Okay, let's focus on you, though. Let's focus on you.
Look. Can you guys bring up anything that I've said? Exactly. So I don't really have any. I can't think of any more embarrassing stories that I remember because like I just don't.
Well, not just boys in general. Like in general.
Not in general. I'm trying to think of times I've gotten embarrassed. I literally will push it out of my mind.
Remember when we were our first day of our church? We were throwing up all day.
Oh, yeah.
I would say that's more sad more than that's embarrassing.
Are you kidding me? first time going to a new place with a bunch of new people, a bunch of the people our age, and they're like, wow, the new pastor's kids are here, and we're just throwing up. We're laying on the old woman next to us, and she's patting our heads like, it's okay, man.
But you know what?
We're throwing up in the bathroom every 5 minutes. You don't think that's embarrassing?
But that's not really embarrassing because we didn't care. We were just so sick. And
Yeah, I was too sick to care.
I mean, that's facts, but I'm just saying.
Embarrassing.
And by the way, guys, this all happened because we ate old supermarket food.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Another time I got really sick and threw up all day. I ate chicken pot pie. I used to not be, I guess, vegetarian, so I ate that and I never ate chicken pot pie again, okay?
You get triggered every time you said chicken pot pie.
I'm like, please don't, just call it by the initials. Don't even say the word, literally.
But why is it that the younger you are, the more you throw up, and then the older you are, like, you just never throw up?
That's so true. Why is that? Well, I don't understand how Shalom doesn't throw up all every day because the food sometimes she cooks, it's ridiculous.
Making wild food.
Like dates and
dates and avocado? What is that?
Dates avocado with potato chips dip. Try it. It's good.
And
Okay.
peanut butter and oatmeal?
Yes.
No.
It's good.
No, because oatmeal's already stiff enough. And
No,
then
because
you add peanut butter to
because it gets creamy.
No. It just gets even stiffer.
You guys, don't listen to them. I am a great chef. They don't.
She's a great chef, but
It has an acquired taste.
Yeah, you have to have a Shalom taste buds palate or something.
It's good. Okay, compared to me who's creative, but compared to you who's
What?
bland as.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bland.
Look. You don't have to use that word. You have to say I'm bland.
Yes, you are. You are bland. I literally see you take a piece of bread and just eat it. Like no butter, no jam, no nothing.
Look. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to just keep eating.
At least Shasha, she eats little pockets of things that are good throughout the day. And, she has a good choice in what she eats. She even spices it up a little bit. But you...
Look, just because I can eat a salad without salad dressing does not mean you have to...
Ew!
That's disgusting.
Ew!
Look,
That's disgusting.
Look, no, because you know why? Because I just want to get it over with when I eat a salad. I don't want to, I don't care to, spice it up or everything. I'll just be like, okay, I'm just shovel this into my mouth and then pause, and then I'm gonna eat it quick, and that's it. Because I want to get to the other good food. That's what I do when I'm eating blandly.
That's like drinking water without seasoning it first.
What?
Okay, so have you guys been on TikTok where the woman says, this is how you season water. You put whipped cream, jelly beans, and a whole bunch of other stuff to flavor the water.
I've never seen that in my life. You're capping.
No, I'm not capping. You guys see that? Her children doesn't want to drink water. It's like what's it called? SATIRE, where it's
Satire?
Saturn?
No, you know how when it's comedy, you don't really mean it.
Satire.
Yes, satire comedy. And she's like, my children don't like to drink water, so I put whipped cream, jelly beans, and a whole bunch of stuff. You guys comment down below. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways,
I've never heard of that.
it's like a way of flavoring your water.
That's so disgusting. I probably didn't like water when I was growing up. But now I love water. I love water.
Water is the adult drink. You know you're an adult when you like water.
I don't even like juice anymore.
Me, well,
Water-
I like juice, but every now and then it's not a daily
It doesn't hit as much as water. Ice cold water.
Ice cold
I know
water.
y'all don't. Do y'all rock with room temperature water?
I do.
No.
I do. No, that's when you're an adult, when you just don't care about cold water anymore.
What do you mean? They're making stuff up now.
No, literally, you really want to wait a couple hours for it to be cold?
Yes.
You guys.
I feel more thirsty if I drink warm water.
That's facts. It doesn't quench my thirst.
Ugh.
I don't know. I just think that's healthy to drink
We're
temperature
making
water.
stuff up now.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. I have a question. What do you think is the best tips to stay not embarrassed by anything?
man. You don't always think in your head, people don't care about you. They care about themselves and how they're embarrassed.
That is
Wow.
facts. That is actually facts.
Wow.
People are not really thinking about how, man, they must be really embarrassed right now. Unless they're like a bully or something, like, I care about how embarrassed they are. But like a regular person doesn't think like, man, they must be so embarrassed right now. And they think about it for the rest of their lives. No, they actually don't. Their next thought is, am I embarrassed?
Wait, I actually remember this one time. Someone
Another
did
story.
No, but this is like a very, very lesser story. I was entering this building on this college campus, and this girl called out to me, and she was like, "Hey!" And she waved, and I kind of waved back. I was like, "Hi!" And she's like, "Hi!" And I was like, "Hello!" And then she's like, "Hi!" And I was like, "Hi!" And I just ran away because I thought it was a little weird.
Wait, why?
So
was
maybe I do remember some people. I don't know if she was embarrassed, but I was embarrassed for her.
Why was she saying hi?
But why were you embarrassed?
I think she was. I think she mistook me for someone else.
Oh.
What?
So you know how I just said that, people don't remember your embarrassing thing? I remember her embarrassing thing.
That is so funny.
Okay, in general, people don't remember other people's embarrassing moments. Like the kid in Shasha's grade who was soaked by, and someone waving hi to someone who thought of someone else. In general, besides that, people don't remember your embarrassing moments. And I guess I'm trying to help people out, not make them feel like people are always watching them.
What if she was just trying to say hi?
No, but it was, why was she?
But it sounds like she was saying hi like she knew her. What if the embarrassing thing is that you actually did know her and you just didn't remember her?
No, because I never seen this person in my life.
Well, how would you know if you forgot?
I'm homeschooled. I don't remember most people. I mean, I don't meet a lot of people.
That's true.
Well, any other tips on how not to be embarrassed? Just move on. Don't dwell on it. Tomorrow is another day.
Right.
Yes.
Focus on in the present.
But also when you embrace those embarrassing moments and be like, aha, that was a funny thing that happened to me. And then that's it. Like, see it as literally just a funny thing that happened to you. Like,
Exactly.
See it as like a Reddit story that you just laugh at.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a huge deal because usually it doesn't necessarily completely change your life. It's just one, small embarrassing moments happen to all of us. Even if I don't remember it, I feel like I blocked them all out, but that's okay. In fact, do what I do. Block it all out. Just forget it.
Exactly.
Or embrace it and become a comedian.
Or embrace it and become a comedian. That's a fact.
People love funny people, guys. If you're funny, I will love you. I love funny. I'm going to marry a funny person because literally I need that.
I feel like you're already a funny person.
Thank you. That's such a huge compliment. You guys, honestly, when you embrace certain things, it makes me see that you are a confident person.
That's true. Because being a comedian, you have to embrace every part of your life and be able to make it into a story, a joke. Whether it's the sad moments, the funny moments, the embarrassing moments, the happy moments, the awkward moments. You got to embrace like all of those things, and make it into comedy. And that just shows that you're confident in whatever you went through, no matter what it is.
Yeah. Right. You see, Shasha, I love, the confidence that you show, even though you don't get embarrassed. I love the fact because.
No, but you're more confident because you know why? Only if you're tested a lot. See, if you're tested a lot with embarrassment and you're confident like you, sharing your stories, that's confidence.
Yeah.
That is embarrassment. If you were embarrassed.
You wouldn't, if you were still embarrassed about it, you wouldn't share those stories anymore.
You'd be bashful, you'd be like.
But I feel like that's one element of, confidence. I feel like your confidence is that you don't dwell on anything. And even
you
if there
overthink
is
things, you definitely don't overthink.
To me, though. You can't really overthink something if it never happened to you.
Are you sure it never happened or it's happened and you just don't overthink it?
No, never happened. I don't never happened.
But being embarrassed is a choice. I honestly feel like that it's a choice.
That's
yeah.
controversial.
No, I think it is. I think it is. I don't think you don't have to be embarrassed. Like if someone falls, you can choose to be embarrassed or you cannot choose not to.
Wait, what was the emotions in Riley's head?
Riley's head? There was
in
fear.
Inside Out?
Yeah.
There's fear, sadness,
disgust. And
anger and joy.
Yeah.
So there's no embarrassment?
Embarrassment would have been it was like a mix of fear because embarrassment is like fearing what people are thinking of you, basically. That's what embarrassment really is.
And that's what I think. And that's what I find from you. You don't fear what other people think.
You do not care what other people think. And I think that's why you don't have embarrassment.
Why do you think they did disgust then?
Because I think disgust is like no.
Disgust isn't even an emotion.
It is.
It is.
I saw this documentary actually where Pete Docter, I think he directed Inside Out, and he was talking about how he was studying about emotions and why he chose those 5 emotions actually.
But disgust is such a minor. Oh, by the way, I didn't even touch what you guys said. Thank you guys. I know. Thank you so much for complimenting me on that. Guys, I was just still wondering though. Disgust isn't even a big emotion. Like,
oh wait, now I remember another embarrassing story.
Really?
Sorry, continue. Then
oh, you know Riley's thing where it was like a new memory. Like the
the new memory ball just like rolls in.
I love that. Oh wait, before we move on, okay, so we talked about me and we talked about Sinead. Sinead, even though you block out memories, I'm glad that you don't dwell on it, and that's another thing that's confident. Like you just don't dwell in the past.
Yeah, because I don't think I blocked it out because I was that embarrassed. I just genuinely don't remember things that don't feel important to me. I genuinely just I have a terrible memory, honestly.
No, you don't.
Quickly then before you forget.
Oh no, yeah.
You still want to say it.
Yeah, no. Okay, so basically it's just more of an awkward moment. Like basically same guy.
Same guy. Wow, this guy's been through it.
Same guy. So there was like a whole event down, like, we had those, social events and whatever. And he was there and I said hi to him. We talked a little bit and this other girl comes, right? And she says hi to him because we haven't seen him in a while. She says hi to him. She gives him a hug or whatever. Then he turns to me and of course it's loud in this social, okay? I can't really hear him well. So he says something, right? And this is a complicated story because I'm preoccupied. I'm opening a candy cane. And I know this sounds really random.
Wait, what?
This sounds really random, but I'm opening a candy cane for my little brother at the moment who was like, open this for me, with his little kid voice, open this for me. So I'm preoccupied while he's hugging this other girl, right? Then he turns back to me and he says something. I'm like, you want a candy cane? And I'm like, he's like, what? And he's like, no. I was like, where's my hug? I was like, oh, I gave him an awkward side hug and finished opening the candy cane and gave it to my little brother.
You're very helpful. You're very helpful.
No, but like, it's the fact that I was like, you want a candy cane?
Wait, why can't I wish Shaw's candy cane?
No. I was just like, I was probably going to tell him where the candy canes were. Like, in the back somewhere.
That's my first time hearing that.
Oh my goodness. That was one that just kind of came to me right now.
That is so funny. Oh my goodness.
You're very confident.
What do you mean?
I think that's why he liked you. I think he liked your personality.
Yeah. My awkwardness?
Yeah, I think it's cute. I think
I'm just, you just said you're oblivious. I'm just oblivious because I was like,
nah, Shalom, you're not oblivious. If you were oblivious, you would have noticed that he was trying to hide his face.
yeah, that's true.
You're very aware.
Yeah, the fact that you were aware of that, you caught the details of that.
It wasn't until years later until I was like, oh, he was hiding from me. Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, the topics here, embarrassment, how to deal with embarrassment.
And some other random topics that were kind of thrown in, like how some of us eat very bland and some of us eat very weird.
And like throw up for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this was quite an all over place kind of.
No, but I feel like the main thing was embarrassment. And awkward moments.
We have a question for you guys. Comment your embarrassing moment.
Yeah. You know what? I kind of want to read it. I want to read your embarrassing, like any embarrassing or awkward moments that anybody wants to share.
And then we can react to it.
I would react to it.
And whoever has the best embarrassing moment gets pinned in the comments.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. So thank you guys for joining us in this podcast. We will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.